Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. For the returner, Trey Tucker going to bring this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. You talk about this Jets defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
From the 22 now, here's the second down and 9. They're going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That is caught by Williams. He's got a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Go.
Now back to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Quinnen Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and 20.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Hey.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bowers. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
No, no.
Hubbard is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Let's go
Back back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Viking 18, trap 50, trap 50.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
7-7, our score after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Rodgers going to throw. Completes it to Hardman. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Rodgers. Staying up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, set.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Mustang 19.
They'll try and throw for it here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Give to Hall running right. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ball again on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
He completes it to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Paul ought to give up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
26. Hey, 626. Wide left.
Throwing is Rodgers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back on 29. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cup 19. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Bowers. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Warrior 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready, ready?
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown Raiders. Kendrick Bourne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Carlson on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
19 tight. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
79 Broncos. 18, Pioneer.
2nd and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers from 10 yards out.
And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play out.
Williams being motion left.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That is caught. There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. again, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Robert Spillane.
There he goes, right side. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, he picked it in the end zone. They're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball running through the third base coach's signal to stop at third. And
it's only good if you're safe.
And he ended up, to me, this counts as safe. That's a great return.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
Right back to Hubbard.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
But what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Going up top. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Simmons.
And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Will McDonald, first-round selection back in April there on the tackle.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. You do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
The 20. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time. And what's going to wind up being the final play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They're going to look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
On the ready. Trap 50, trap 50.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game,
and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
To throw is Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And they can't bring him down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Hall.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
78 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he'll find Hall, and he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers now to throw.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
Guys, get 300. Get 300. Go to 50. Take 30. Yeah, this.
Back to throw again. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
Here we go.
But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Let's go now. 65 cat. 65 cat. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Looking to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Hassan Reddick able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Go to 50. 88. 88. Where y'all going? Plant. Plant left. Stay right.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Now they'll audible to something else.
26. Hey, take 26.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And the inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Get 300. Get 300. 50. Back off. Take 30.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers.
And this one too low. We've talked about it, seemingly the Bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Working from the gun, Rodgers.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
From 19 yards away.
And the Jets have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time.
You know, in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
On the set.
Now third down and very long.
Ready.
Back to throw here.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
This is 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it would probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.